Welcome to Campus Culture.
What's good?
I'm your host, Amir Freeman, and on Campus Culture, we ain't afraid to talk about nothing.
Now that you've seen the movie, do you feel like a target? Like you got a target on your back for the movie?
This show is of the people, for the people, by me. I'm bringing in people from our community that are making a name for themselves, especially the students. If you ain't down with the culture, you ain't down with the campus. Now make sure to tune in every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here on KSUradio.com, Georgia's #1 online college radio station. All right, what's up, y'all? We're back here on Campus Culture. It's your boy H to the I to the M-I-E, and we're here with Rotey.
What's up, man?
If you don't know who Rotey is a rapper that he attends KSU. He's performed at various events on campus. I said before the break, he's the first rapper I saw perform at KSU. He started student organization Vibes, and yeah. So what's up, Rotey?
What's up, man? I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you having me on.
No problem. So Rotey, I noticed something. You always seem real happy and free and organized. What makes you like that? Is it?
Man, honestly, just the process, man. Like, I love doing stuff like this. I love writing. I love doing shows. It's really just like, just knowing that I'm out here doing exactly what I want to do when I want to do it is, there's no better feeling than that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And also just remembering that this is the only life we got. Like, what's the point in walking around miserable and sad and whatnot? And like, don't get it twisted. Like, I get angry. I get sad. You know, I'm a human.
Mm.
But, you know, I try to give myself like a few minutes to feel that way, and then I'm like, okay, what do I really want to be feeling here? Switch my focus up, and then, you know, focus on what I really want to be feeling and doing in any minute, you know what I mean? Watch a lot of Tony Robbins, a lot of people like that.
Yeah, I noticed you watch a lot. You seem like you're really into the whole motivational speaking type thing. I've seen it on your Snapchat. You do a lot. I can see you do a lot of that. I seen you do a lot of that. Also, speaking of motivational speaking, I seen you link up with Lucas Frank.
Yeah. I love Seven. He's actually going to be hosting the show we got September 7th.
Okay, yeah. That's the reason Rotey's here. He's here to promote that show. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know. So yeah, how'd that connection happen?
Me and Seven?
Yeah, how'd you and Seven start linking?
So I actually met him in my MeBus class. If you guys don't know what that is, that's Music Entertainment Business Program here at KSU. And so I always try to feel a room out, you know, who I should go talk to, who the movers and shakers are in any given area. And so I sat down behind Seven and immediately just kicked the conversation with him, and then just started vibing ever since. You know, he's if you think I'm super happy and positive, man, you spend 5 minutes with that guy, you want to go walk through a brick wall.
Mm-hmm. Seven was actually the second guest I had on this show. So Seven, his Snapchat, I be watching, I be like, I hope there's nobody out there that hates Seven, because I don't know how you can. This man is always happy.
You can't hate him.
This man is always you gotta be a hater to hate Seven for real. But yeah, he's a good dude. So your music, I've noticed on like blog posts and stuff like that, you brand yourself as the next Eminem.
I don't do that. Honestly, that's something that a lot of people like to say, oh, he's the next Eminem, and I don't want to be the next Eminem at all. Like, he's a huge influence on me. Don't get me wrong, but I can't be the next Eminem, but I will be the first me. I can tell you that much. I think a lot of that comes from the fact that I am a white rapper.
Yeah.
And I do use a lot of complex rhymes. And really early on, you know, I was trying to match that sort of delivery. And so I think people just naturally gravitate towards that because it's the easiest comparison you can make, you know. But as far as me branding myself as the next Eminem, I actively don't do that. In fact, what my focus really is right now is getting away from that.
Okay.
You know, because like I knew when I started rapping I would get put in that box because, again, white rapper, complex rhymes, it's bound to happen. But I'm really trying to carve out my own space in this industry and as a brand. And so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like, guys, I thought it was you putting it, because I was like, everybody, I thought it was a thing, because I was gonna say, that's a, I don't think, there's like 100 white rappers out there who want to be Eminem, so, you know what I'm saying, that's not I was gonna say, that's not I wouldn't understand it, but it's a see that you said, that you don't do. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Nick Alexander of Brown Paper Bag was up here, and we had a conversation about, he said he didn't want to be called a Kennesaw rapper. What do you think? What do you think about being called a Kennesaw rapper per se?
I mean, I'm a rapper that lives in Kennesaw. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he thinks of as a Kennesaw rapper, but I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. Like, if somebody wants to call me a Kennesaw rapper, I'm okay, whatever. But you know, I guess I just I don't really get tied up in any label or anything like that because I'm from Iowa first off. So like, am I an Iowa rapper? No. Am I an Atlanta rapper? Probably, definitely not. Kennesaw rapper? Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, because I always ask rappers this now because I always wonder, how people feel about that and stuff like that. Speaking of rappers from around here, do you have any rappers from around here that you really check for that go to school or?
Yeah, like local dudes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mike Meraki just dropped a really cool project. Yep, checking that out. Jay Newton's always out here making moves. Mm-hmm. You already mentioned Nick. One guy that I want to mention, he doesn't go to KSU, but he's got some crazy bars. His name's Few Ketchums. It's spelled F-Q-U-E, Ketchums. He releases freestyle videos. His punchlines are crazy. Mike Parker or Mikalot or Intelligent. He's gone through like 8 name changes, but he's dope. There's a lot of crazy talent out here at KSU. And beyond, honestly. A lot of people think of Atlanta as, the mumble rap capital, but there's a lot of really dope artists out here. Atlanta, stand up.
So, what do you feel about mumble rap? Do you feel like, what do you think about mumble rappers?
I think it's the market. You know what I mean? Am I into it? No, not really. Will I ever make a mumble rap song? Definitely not. But, it has its place. I can see why people would like it. The beats are cool, and, some of the melodies are cool. The lyrics are terrible. But, I mean, like, I used to really be against it,
Yeah.
But it's the market, and you can't be mad at people for what they like. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what's hot right now, that's what's hot right now. And, I try to find ways that, I can even incorporate things that I do like about mumble rap, like the beats, and some of the cadences are cool. And so, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Do I wish it was boom bap? Yeah, that'd be a lot more fun for me. But, the market's spoken. That's what the market wants right now. Maybe in 5 years they won't, but I can't be mad at them.
What boom bap rappers do you like that?
Like boom bap?
What's your top 5?
Ooh, are we talking like current or like
all the time?
All right, so I don't know if he counts as boom bap. Probably not, but I've recently gone on a huge Kendrick Lamar binge. Just digging deep into all his material.
Yeah, I don't think Kendrick is boom bap.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But Joey Badass is pretty cool. I don't know if I can say his full name on the air. But
you can say that.
Going back further, Nas, of course, Rakim. Pac's not really boom bap, but I very early on in my development, what I tried to do was find out who my favorite rappers were, and start looking into them. What could I learn from, people like Big L, from Big Pun, So, really, the 90s rappers are, when I say boom bap, that's what I'm really talking about. Okay. And so, I don't know what your definition of boom bap is, but those are some of the guys that I look up to.
So it's it's hard for me to define boom bap, but like I can know a rapper.
Yeah.
That I'm saying like Mos Def, like that's one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But yeah, I don't feel like it's really a space for that now in terms of main. Like it wouldn't fit now like that for but you can be like a Joey where Joey has a core fan base, so Joey's always gonna be straight and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like just the evolution is there for that. I personally love boom bap. Okay?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, I listen to that more than mumble rap all the time.
I think you're right about that. I don't think we're ever gonna go back to cardboard boxes and straight kick and snare, hi-hat, sample beats. But I do see a lot of really talented lyricists really getting the spotlight. People like Kendrick Lamar, people like J. Cole, even Drake. As much as like pop content as Drake puts out, he's got bars, man.
Yeah, Drake rap. Drake can definitely rap.
Hip hop's doing something really interesting right now, in my opinion. It's like on one hand, there's the mumble rappers, but then on the complete other hand, there's this crazy amount of talent coming out too. And that's not to say that these guys aren't talented, because if they weren't, they wouldn't be where they're at. But people like Logic are doing big things, and like you said, somebody like Chance the Rapper might not ever do the same numbers as somebody like, Beyonce, Drake. But
I want to use Chance. Chance is definitely steady climbing. I could see Chance getting to Drake level, definitely.
Don't get it twisted. What I'm saying is, like, what you said, there's a spot in the market for it. Yeah. And you don't need to be selling, quadruple platinum albums to make a good living for yourself.
Yeah, I think if Chance were to start selling albums, though, he could definitely do it. His album was like number 3 on the charts, just streaming only. Or something.
He's probably not the best example I could have pulled out, but yeah. I think
Chance is the exception for real.
Yeah.
You say like Fake Mensa or somebody. Like
okay,
that.
Yeah. There you go.
I see that, but yeah. So did you see the XXL freshman list?
I haven't actually.
You have not seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I want to see what you think about it. Let me pull this up real quick. Because I don't get the XXL freshman list because the way that how they do ciphers and stuff like that. But the artists that they pick that's not their style. They don't rap like that. So it's like why choose these rappers to do? Why put them in the situation like that? Because it just makes them look bad. Like if you saw the ciphers this year, they were horrible. You know what I'm saying? And I like some of these people's music. I don't really listen to them like that, but it's Kamaya. She can rap though. A Boogie with the Hoodie. PNB Rock. Made in Tua, the dude who made Uber Everywhere.
Okay.
Playboy Cardi. Magnolia. Amine. Cap G. Kyle. Ugly God, and XXXTentacion. Let me take it back. I don't listen to any of these people. I don't. But I have a song I have one song by 3 of these people, but that's it. But yeah, it's just, so yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why they would put these rappers into it. Because I feel like if they're going to do that, XO used to, did you ever see the list of years before? It would seem like they had a balance. They would have the new wave, and they would have dudes who were going to be they had Kendrick on it, they had J. Cole, they had, Absol, Isaiah Rashad, all those type of dudes. And this year was it really didn't put anybody up there. I feel like they could have put Joyner Lucas up there. They could have put Nick Grant. They could have put they could have just done they could have put more people who with more substance and stuff in there if they wanted to do like that. That's just how I feel.
It's an interesting time for hip hop for sure.
Yeah, it is. But I don't like when people say hip hop is, oh my gosh, it's over, stuff like that.
It's not. It's not at all.
You act like there's plenty of dudes right now that are making, and the thing is, the dude with more substance always sell more.
Yeah, it's true.
Kendrick's always gonna sell more than those dudes. Drake, J. Cole, Chance.
Yeah, even Chance. That was actually a terrible example.
Yeah, all those dudes is gone. Chance is like an angel to some of these people. Like Chance is on a hot streak, definitely, for real.
The way that I see it is it's sort of like what rock and roll did. At first it was rock and roll is one thing, right? And then all of a sudden it splits off, and now you have heavy metal, you have, folk rock, you have, it just splits into all these different things. And I think that's what we're going through with hip hop right now. And, a lot of the old heads or whatever really resistant to that, and or a lot of the new guys are like, oh, this isn't hip hop. You know what I mean? It's just, I think it's fragmenting the way the rock and roll did. It's only natural.
Yeah, and I think Joey Badass said that he was he feels hip hop needs more subgenres, for us to classify things. And I would kind of do that, we do say trap, mumble rap, conscious stuff, but it's we don't really ever break it down for real like that. Any rappers from around here that you would want to collab with?
Yeah, definitely. All those guys I just named. Mike and I have a whole bunch of songs in the vault right now.
Meraki.
Was that?
Meraki.
Oh, no. Mike Parker. Meraki and I, we've definitely worked on one song together. That was really just kind of vibing, though. We're trying to link up as soon as he gets back to campus. I think he's back home right now. But, I would love to work with any one of those guys, But my thing is, anybody that's out here doing it, I would love to just put our heads together because, 2 + 2 could equal 4 or could equal 12. You know what I mean? You just finding the people that have their strengths and then you have your strengths and putting them together. That's what I'm really into. You know what I mean?
What do you think about the camaraderie about what do you feel about? Do you feel like, 'cause I know you made vibes and it seemed like that you were trying to bring artists together at the school. Is Vibes still a thing, or is it?
Vibes is in a really weird place right now. The short answer is not really, because to make a very long story short, one of our events, somebody stole 2 microphones from us.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were put basically on hold for months where I wasn't able to do anything. And, you know, after we got that all lifted, it was a huge ordeal on my part. Really, the short answer is my focus is sort of shifted away from Vibes because, you know, it's a lot of work running an organization, putting together events, you know, having to get everyone together. And when you're trying to do that, go to school, work, put on your own shows, it got to be a lot. And so I would love to keep doing Vibes, and maybe we'll still throw a couple events. But as far as like it being a full-fledged, like, you know, running organization where I'm actively recruiting, not really. That's the short answer.
Okay.
And that's just being 100% honest. As much as I would love to say, you know, but I think my mission was accomplished with Vibes because what I really wanted to do was, even if my organization doesn't blow up, spark the idea in somebody else that theirs can. And KSU Elevated Productions, they've been doing some cool stuff. I don't know if you know those guys, but
I seen a poster for it around.
Yeah. So the fact that they're doing their thing, that's a win for me because, you know, all blessings to them. You know, I feel I did what I set out to accomplish. I met you through it. You know, I made a lot of connections happen, and, you know, that was the goal, bring everyone together.
Yep. And yeah, I think it was a cool thing because what I said, personally, I was like, I don't really listen to your music like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me like that. That's how I say it's not for me. But I say Rotey's one of those dudes who's just so positive and try to work with people. It's like, he's one of the people that you want to see win. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
So yeah, that's what I always say. So yeah, Vibes. So yeah. It's crazy how somebody would take 2 mics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From somebody trying to do something positive. Look, don't come in this radio station to take these mics.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? Radio station broke. We ain't gonna get no more, all right? That's what I'm saying. People take stuff from the radio station. Like, we done lose SD cards and stuff like that. Well, shout out to whoever's stealing our SD cards and stuff like that. Shout out to them. But another thing from you being... Wait, hold up. Before I ask this next question, do you have Royce the 5'9" number?
Do I have his number?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Oh, I don't know why I thought on the song you snapped that he had his number for some reason.
No. So what that was, I got connected with a guy who represents Swifty from D12, who works with a lot of other people on that same roster. And so he sent me some Slaughterhouse material. I'm a huge Slaughterhouse fan, so, you know, I sort of jokingly was like, Yo, you gotta let those guys know there's some freaking beats, right? And then he shoots me a message. I just told Crooked Eye. I'm like, oh, cool. So that's what that was.
Okay, that was wow. I don't know
why.
I
met Royce, but I don't have his number.
I don't know why. I thought he had Royce the 5'9". Yeah. Shout out to Royce the 5'9". Yeah. I seen you're really close with Kyle from Soundgasm Studios. How'd y'all get so close?
Vibes. Yeah. I heard his. You look like you want to say something.
No.
I heard his name around a bunch, and so he was already on my radar. But at the time, I was already recording downtown at Soul Asylum Studios, so I didn't really need another engineer at the time. But I put on, it was actually the first open mic I ever did Vibes. I think you actually performed.
Yeah, I did. Whoa.
And he approached me after the show and was like, hey man, I'm Kyle. I work at Soundgasm Studios. I know who you are. Cool. And so I gave him the CD. We linked up later that week, and the rest is history. We built building a really great partnership. Can't wait to show you guys some new music.
What's the last song you dropped?
The last song I dropped?
Yeah.
That was a single I released with this guy, Lonely Method's Death Days. It's called State of Mind.
Wait. I remember that song.
Yeah. I think
Okay. So that song came out?
Yeah, it came out.
Oh, Steph actually released music now. That's a surprise.
Well, he's released that one song.
Okay, Steph. So I'll be honest with you what happened with that song. I'll be honest with you. Okay. Because you remember we were both in the studio. We both had verses for it. Actually, I don't want to put him out there like that. But just
just watch it back with who you work with, okay? Just watch it back with who you work with. Because some people have hiding stuff. Some people are hiding stuff, okay? Because I'm going to say, only reason I recorded that verse, because he asked me to. After you had already recorded it. I'm going to say that. So just watch it back. Watch it back. But, so what do you plan to get out of hip-hop?
What do I plan to get out of hip-hop?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's even like that. Really, I'm not trying to get anything out of anybody. I'm trying to give as much as possible. As corny as that sounds, it's true.
You know, what do you like? I'm saying, what would like help you feel through music?
Just keep doing stuff like this. Honestly, obviously not, doing our radio all the time. But like, I'm putting it like this. I'm going for the top, 100%. Number one on Billboard, everything. I want all of it. As long as I'm moving towards that, I'm fulfilled. Like I was saying earlier, you asked me how I'm so happy all the time. Because I'm doing what I love, man. So it's not like, I'm trying to get anything out of hip-hop. It's like, no, I want to bring as much value to the world, to the genre, and to the listeners as possible. And so, as long as I can keep doing that, I'm happy. Whether that's by selling 400 million albums or selling 40,000 albums. I just put out a video the other day. I don't care. I really don't. Like, do I want to sell millions? Heck yeah, of course. But I'm not waiting for that to be happy or to be fulfilled or to say, oh, I've made it. In the new music industry, surviving is making it. If you can make it next year, you won. Yeah. I mean that's just it. If you love what you're doing, you win.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. So, everybody that rappers up here recently have used this as a platform to try and make well, not all rappers, but any people have used this as a platform to try and campaign to do KSU homecoming. Is that something that you'd be interested in doing? Opening for I don't know who the act is. We already know who it is.
Oh, really?
But there's people who know.
You're not one of them?
I'm not one of them. I try to trick somebody to tell you on the show.
Classified.
But they wasn't going for it. Shout out to Sellers. I don't know if I can shout out to Sellers. I did. But yeah. So yeah, that was, a lot of people had, I know, brown bags said they want to do it, definitely.
I think if you don't want to do it, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why not?
I feel like, going back to this Kennesaw rap thing, I feel like people need to take more pride in, trying to, put on, okay, I'm from, this is where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you build a culture from there, people can, people can really enjoy being from here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we will enjoy that. I was, that's one thing I want to do the show, you know what I'm saying? Have people from the communities, people can feel linked up, people can know, you know what I'm saying? Yep, it's culture. That's how I want. I just feel like, I feel like the rappers are starting to do that now. I was talking to Jay. Every time on this show, he gets brought up all the time. I was like, we gonna try not to bring him up, but shoot, we was talking about me and him went to an event last week, and we just talking about all the love. He said a few years ago it was only like one rapper for real, and so it's starting to feel like it's starting to grow now. The artists is definitely starting to grow, and but I want to know how you feel as a white rapper, how you fit into like that thing, because it's like it's a certain lane, but I don't know if people are receptive to you in that lane because of being a white rapper.
I think it kind of depends on what lane we're talking about. It's definitely still a thing.
There's definitely a lane for the music that you type. As earlier, it's not for me personally, but
I'm curious, because you said that earlier too. What do you mean by that? It's not really for you.
The music, I don't really connect with the music. Like when I hear it, I'll be like, I'll say, I don't know, man. It's some people's the voice. I don't know. I don't really your voice when you rap. I get a lot of times I say I joke that I'll be like, yeah, I guess I'm racist with rap because a lot of white rappers I can't listen to their voice. You know what I'm saying? I look because my friend we were talking. I was like, I listen to white rappers. He's like, no, you don't. Yes, I do. And I scrolled through my phone. I got Mac Miller. I listened to him, and then I kept scrolling. And I was like, okay, look, I might not have that many in my phone right now, but you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to say, but I don't know. It's just I haven't the songs that you listen to. I'm always going to listen to whatever you drop. I always try to keep up just so because people can. Somebody you might not like people's music for a certain time, but they might start making music you like. So you know what I'm saying. I always check out whenever I see you dropping new song just because just off the strength of that. But for me, it's just I haven't. Like for example, the song I heard in the studio when we was there, My Cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you dropped it yet. I don't know if you want to talk about it. You dropped it already?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember I asked you a few months ago if you had dropped it. You said you hadn't yet. So the so like. I'm like, yeah, this is a good song, but I can't see myself listening to this song. But because, and then again, that is like an Eminem-esque song.
Definitely.
There's Eminem-esque.
Definitely.
I personally don't like Eminem. Everybody gets so me crazy. I don't like. I can't. I know Eminem can rap.
Breaking news: Himie doesn't like good music.
You know what I'm saying? Look, it's like Eminem can rap, but I don't like his music.
That's the thing that I think makes music so special, though, because you take someone like Eminem, who's undeniably talented.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the best-selling artist of the decade, the second best-selling male artist of all time, and you don't like him.
Yeah.
That's why I love music, because it's undeniably good. You know that, but you don't like it.
Yeah, I know he can rap.
Yeah, and that's what's awesome about it, because like music's so subjective. Like you can take rappers that I hate. That's their favorite rapper.
Yeah.
That's what makes this thing so fun to me. Because like even songs that I don't like, I've showed Kyle, my engineer, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I love this." He's like, "Really? Okay, let's record it. Why not?" You know, some of the biggest hits that I've ever dropped, the artist hated them. I'm thinking of I forget what song it was, but I think it was Nirvana. Like one of their biggest hits, Kurt Cobain hated it.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like go off on that tangent right there.
Oh,
You're going somewhere with that.
But yeah, straight. Yeah. But yeah, it's just I don't know. Like, so when I say it's not for me, it's just I personally that's not music I personally listen to. You know what I'm saying? But if it's somebody I know that likes that type of lane and stuff. I don't want to say likes Eminem because I don't want to just keep I don't want to throw you in that box.
I mean, dude, I've been thrown in that box since I started. I'm used to it. I take it as a compliment, honestly, because he's one of my favorite artists. You know, hands down, he's a huge influence.
But I feel like I feel like we need to stop doing that with white rappers. Just
I agree.
Just throwing them. Okay, that's Eminem. That's
agree.
That's Eminem. That's Eminem.
Because,
but I do think, as you said with your music, I feel like sometimes music you do play into it a little bit.
100%.
Just do it, yeah. And but yeah, I feel like because it feels like we only compare white rappers to white rappers and black rappers to some black rappers get compared to Eminem sometimes, but like a Hobson. I don't like Hobson either. I just don't. See, it's like that style. I don't know. It just a lot of raps come off as his raps like Hobson. His raps come off as corny to me. Eminem comes off as corny to me at times. Stuff
really?
Like just I'll be like,
that's crazy.
I'll be like, how do y'all think this is what y'all think is hot? Are y'all sure? Like campaign speech. This is come on, y'all.
I can't lie. As much as I love Eminem, I wasn't a huge fan of campaign speech either. But I always try to listen to the bars. Like, how is he putting it together? Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm saying Eminem is an amazing rapper, but I feel like a lot of times he just said he gets away with just saying things just to say them, and I'll be like, come on, y'all.
I feel.
But yeah. So.
It's interesting though because I feel like maybe I'm wrong. I've never been a black rapper, but I feel like white rappers always get compared to Eminem, but there's no single artist that a black artist always gets compared to. It's never like, oh, he sounds like Jay-Z every time. But
I think it's because hip hop is predominantly black art, and Eminem was so successful that he's the we're all gonna compare him.
Yeah, it's interesting to me though, because I wonder if that's ever gonna change. You know what I mean?
Yep. Because even with as much as I said we should need to stop doing that, when I think about the two white rappers I know from Kennesaw, you and Daywalk, I'd be like, yeah, Daywalk music reminds me of Mac Miller. Because they both do have the cloud rap thing, but he doesn't rap like Mac Miller for real like that. So it's just We need to stop doing that, and I need to try. I'll be like, let me listen to somebody else to try and compare him to. He actually raps like, yeah, but that's how I try to do. But yeah, did you try? Have you ever done KSU homecoming before?
Have I ever performed at it?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't? Have you ever tried out for it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I wonder how many spots. I feel like you should give. They only did 2 spots last year for.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should get more to local artists and stuff like that. And then you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of dope people around here.
It's a lot of politics.
Yeah, it's a. You think? What do you mean by that?
It's just like a lot of it goes to friends of friends. You know what I mean? And that's no disrespect to anybody who's ever performed at homecoming. It's just like I feel like if you know the artists that just tried out personally, I mean that's human nature. You're much more likely to say, okay, they get it, as opposed to somebody who don't really know, or you do know and you don't really hang out with them outside of tryouts. You know, it's just it's a human nature thing. Like again, I'm not mad at anybody for it, but I do think it is a lot of politics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I don't know. One girl did it last year, but I don't remember who she was.
Callie?
She sang.
Yeah.
Okay.
She played guitar too?
You know what I'm saying?
Callie J?
Yeah. See me, I don't really know too many. See, that's what I said, that's why we need to come, that's why I wanted to show, I want to come get it, because I don't know many artists in white kids. You know, you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know, but this school is kind of segregated in terms of like, there's either events that black people really go to or white people really go to. So yeah, that's how so it's like, yeah. But the thing with you is, since you do hip hop, it's like for you I don't know if you go to the predominantly white things, but I know Vibes had a lot of black people, but you know, you still fit in there.
I've always been sort of everywhere. You know what I mean? Like I've never really ran with like one group of friends or one group of people. It's like you can find me here, there, you know, wherever. So, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's how I feel like. But I feel like the school, you know what I'm saying, we should be able to do things that, you know, both.
I agree. I agree.
Go to. But yeah, I don't know if that changed because I don't know who Callie J is. You know what I'm saying? I just
she's dope. She's real dope.
I'm saying is she I'm gonna have to follow her to try and see.
You should, man.
I'm trying to find all the different artists. I don't want the show just be locked into we just doing black artists and stuff like that. 'Cause really, I think about it, you're actually the first white person I had on the show.
Am I really?
Yes. And I'm just like,
what an honor, man. What an honor.
Here we go. I was thinking about it, I was like, yup. This is actually
crazy.
That's actually the first.
You need to have Daywalk, your Callie on here.
Daywalk, I've talked to his manager about having him up here, but we just haven't worked out schedule because I was gonna have him come up here ahead of some of his shows, but I guess I'm gonna wait for one of him to drop a project or something like that. Yeah. You have any upcoming project?
I do. It's way too early to even start talking about it, but I'm in the studio a lot. I got a good 10, 12 songs in the chamber right now. It's really just... What was that?
You better drop in this year?
Yeah, definitely coming as soon as possible. I feel like with the Domino Effect, my last album, if any of you don't know it, most of you probably don't, but with the Domino Effect...
I've heard of it. I haven't heard it yet. I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe Hemi will start to like my music, y'all. Maybe. I'll keep my fingers crossed. But I feel like with the Domino Effect, I made a common mistake in that I put all my money into the production of it and little to no money in the promotion, which is, I don't know if I can say what I really want to say, but backwards.
Yeah.
And with this new project, I'm not releasing it until I know exactly how I'm going to do it. Getting everything lined up and then just pull the trigger, make sure I hit my target. I'll
definitely check out the next project. I'll definitely check it out. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it on air. He's got to check it out.
I'm gonna check it out. If there's some songs I like from it, I'm gonna put them on the show. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I will. You know what I'm saying? I'm equal like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
music's subjective.
Yeah, music is subjective. You know what I'm saying? You might. Eminem has a few songs I like. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to compare to Eminem, but we just talk about how I didn't like Eminem. So that's why. But yeah, I like. Actually, Eminem only got one song. But
what song is that?
Stan. That's the only song I rock.
It's a crazy song, man. It's a crazy song.
That's a great song. That's definitely a great song. So why'd you come to Kennesaw?
So I could give you a long story or a short story. I guess I'll give you somewhere in between the two. It's the only school I applied to.
Yeah.
In high school, I wasn't the best student. Definitely as happy as you say I am now. If you would have known me in high school, it's quite the different story. I had a few demons, and so I wasn't doing very well in school, and so I couldn't get into UGA. And quite frankly, I didn't really care a whole lot. And so I just sort of applied to KSU because I came up, I knew one person up here, and I would come to visit her sometimes, and, you know, it was cool, the vibe was all right, and so I just said, okay, screw it. And so I applied, got in, and the rest is history. But it's turned out to be one of the best moves I ever could have made. It's the perfect school for me. It's a perfect school for me because it's not so big where I can't know everybody, but it's not so small where you tell one person something and suddenly the whole school knows.
How does somebody from Waterloo, Iowa find out about Kennesaw?
So I didn't come straight from Iowa to Georgia, or to Kennesaw. What I did was, when I was about 9 is when I moved here.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. What?
I always just put on for Iowa because, you know, who else does? You know what I mean? Like, so it's always going to be my home. It's always got a special spot. But, yeah, I moved here when I was about 9. My dad wanted to retire down here. Didn't work out that way, but that was the original intent. He moved up to Chicago soon after we moved here.
Yeah.
And, you know, made my mom stay here, and the rest is history.
Okay. I would say, why? I always wonder how people from, like, they be from someplace else and be like, yeah, Kennesaw. How'd you even find out about Kennesaw? Because I be like, I man, since I meet people from around here, I'll be like, yeah, I'm from Kennesaw. What?
Yeah. Even people in Atlanta, like, where's that?
Yeah, it's like 20, 30 minutes.
You know what's real funny, though? You think Kennesaw has no name? I've literally been asked before when I tell people I'm from Iowa. Oh, what country is that by? I swear on my life I've been asked that. What language do they speak there? You're kidding.
That's wild. That's wild. That's wild.
We gotta learn their states.
That is definitely, we definitely need to fix that one up. But so how important is getting a degree to you?
Extremely important because it's gonna make my mom really happy and let her check one of her goals off. It's been one of her lifelong dreams to put her kid through school, and so by me doing this, I'm helping her do that. Now, as far as my take on the importance of a degree, I think it's important, but depending on what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, if it were up to me, I don't know if I really would have gone to college. Hindsight, probably one of the best moves I've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I would have already, been selling millions of records if I didn't go to college, but...
So you made a lot of connections there.
I've definitely made a lot of connections. But I think the importance of a degree is really, really dropped off. I think that our generation knows that it's a bunch of crap, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we're spending how much money to get a piece of paper that says, good job. Like, oh, you went through 4 years of crawling through mud, turning in papers.
Yeah.
And how much did you really get from it? I think that college is one of those things where you get out what you put in. Mm-hmm. But as far as the importance of a degree, I think if you want to go work for a corporation, it's important because they look at that still. Yeah. But in terms of, like, success and degrees,
Especially you want to rap, so it's like, you
know
what I'm saying? Like, my mom actually she tried to tell me she thinks Kanye West would have made more money if he stayed in college.
I don't know.
And I was like, no. He built his whole brand off of not staying, not staying in college.
It's tough. I mean, maybe she's right.
But
we have no way of knowing.
Yeah, we
he still blew up.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he made the right move personally.
Yeah. I think it's hard to argue with that one.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel like, cause I always ask that question to anybody who comes up here, just because I like to get it. It seems like nobody really wanted to go to Kennesaw. That's what it seems like. And then it seems like when it comes to degrees, it seems like not many people care about getting degrees as much.
It's an interesting time, man. I think that, by the time, we have our kids or whatever, maybe colleges will, like, not be at all what they are now, because another interesting thing that I see is a lot of big name colleges really diluting their brand.
Yeah.
You got a place like Harvard, which is now letting you get a Harvard degree for a few months online.
Yeah.
And so what that's doing is it's letting a lot of people who aren't traditional Harvard quality walk around saying they're Harvard grads. And so I just feel like colleges are going through a big transition time, and in my opinion, the education is the next big bubble to pop.
Mm-hmm.
It's unsustainable to think that we have to pay $800 worth of textbooks every semester on top of our outrageous tuition, and these colleges building multi-million-dollar gym facilities that, oh, by the way, you have to pay $10 a day to go use during the summer if you're not taking summer classes.
That's we can use the.
Yeah, I'm taking shots at you right now, Kennesaw, because you are
neck.
milking us.
That makes me mad because I'm like, I can't go play some basketball right now.
And it's crazy because I just don't think it's sustainable. Student loans are outrageous, and I think that a lot of our generation is really realize that, wait, this is stupid. We don't need a bunch of professors to tell us how to do something.
I wouldn't say it's stupid. I would just say you just have to move with a plan. The first when I came to college, I wanted to make music. I was doing business school, but I realized I don't really care for making music. The day we were in the studio, that was the day that because I had already kind of stopped, but then Stephen had pulled me back, and then that day when I was in the studio, I was like, I really don't enjoy this anymore.
Hey, that's crucial right there. It's that self-awareness right there. That'll take you far, because I feel like a lot of people are just trying to check the boxes of doing. There's this big movement right now of doing everything yourself in music. Like, oh, I produced this, I wrote it, I recorded it, engineered it, mixed, mastered. Like, maybe you suck at mixing.
Yep. You might need help. I remember because when I was younger, this dude was managing me, and we went to the studio, and the studio dude, I was talking about, how I wanted to get mixing and mastering and stuff. And I was like, I want to go to school for sound engineering so I can, he's like, you really have to love it though. Like,
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You have to love mixing and mastering stuff. And I was like, I really just want to do it so I can do my own songs. I don't really want to, but it's like, that's dumb to go to school for something for where you're just going to use it on yourself when you don't have to go to school for that.
Yeah, I think you hit on a really, really big point. You have to have a plan if you're going to go to college, because if you don't, you just got yourself in tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt. Yeah. For what?
I feel like you need a plan if you're not going to go to college, and you need a plan if you're going to go to college.
You just need a plan, man. You just need to get your life together and just figure out, what do you want to do? It drives me nuts, man. This topic that gets me really heated. People that walk around, with their eyes closed and fingers crossed, like, oh, I hope life goes well. It's not.
Yo, shout out! I said it before here. Well, he's not my roommate anymore because he dropped out. Oh. And he just dropped out with no plan whatsoever. He said, I'm gonna go to London. I'm gonna go to London, and when I come back, I'm gonna go to London for a little bit. I hope something business for me pops off over there. I was like, what?
It's not.
He's like, I hope something. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna come back here. I'm gonna just live. I'm gonna just survive. But I'm gonna go to London first of all. You might want to go have a plan when you go to London if you want a business thing to pop up. Business just pop. You don't just walk into places.
Oh, here's $1 million check. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's not how it works. Sure enough, this meant my show. So he landed at 8 that morning. My show starts at 10. Before my show started that morning, he had texted me, I'm coming back home. Screw this.
Wait, he was there for like an hour? What?
Yeah.
So you're telling me this guy bought a plane ticket to
His
London?
dad bought him the plane ticket. His dad he's like, Dad, can I go to, he's like, I want to go to London.
Oh, wow.
He was like, I'm coming back. So yeah, he stayed there for like a week, and then he was right back on the plane.
Wow.
So yeah,
And okay, so for anybody listening, what we're talking about right now, hoping that a business opportunity without it being any more clear than that, that's ridiculous. Yep. Because the thing is, the opportunity you're looking for could go right in front of your face. But if you don't know that's what you want, pass right by you. You won't even know it. Yeah. There's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system that decides what is interesting to you and what you pay attention to. And if you're not paying attention to your specific opportunity that you want, it can pass right in front of you, and you'll never know it. Mm-hmm. Get a plan, y'all.
Yeah. Because like with me with music, it was like, I didn't care for making music anymore and stuff like that. And then I realized I was like, and I listen to radio all the time. I listen to podcasts all the time, and I was like, and I was sitting there when I was like, I really like this stuff. Like I was like, and I love talking. So like, what I'm saying? know what I'm saying? This is not a problem for me. I feel like I'm just, I feel like this is something that I could really do and stuff like that. It's like, yeah.
That's the key. You got to find what you already love to do.
Yeah.
And just find a way to do more of that.
Work off that. Find a way to work off that. Hopefully we can fix some stuff down here at our radio so we can, get the station, kind of relevant at the school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our radio, let's work. That's why I fixed this our radio.
Mm-hmm. Open up that marketing budget a little bit.
Personally, I don't think the school really funds the radio station like that. I really don't think they do.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like we don't really get that much. We don't get that much financial support, but
you don't get that love.
Huh?
You don't get that love.
I don't know, but then again, I was like, we haven't really done much with what they've given us. So maybe they're like, let's see them actually, them actually work, and then if they, what I'm saying. But I feel like, as I always say, I feel like things are gonna get better down here. We'll fix things down here. I'm optimistic for this next school year. But yeah. So what's next for your music?
Just trying to keep getting better, man. Just trying to get Himier to like my music. That's the move right now. But just trying new things. A lot of the records that I'm cutting right now, they're a lot more personal, if you will, because as far as what's next for my music, I've realized that making great music is not nearly as important as telling your story. And so that's where my focus is right now. Trying to really figure out how can I let people know who I really am instead of just...
you say making great music isn't...
as important as telling your story. And so you can make the best song in the world, but if people have no context, they have no reason to care.
But I feel like if the music, I feel like it's more important to have the good music, because then when you have the good story, people can connect with the story. But if no one wants to listen to the story because the music's not good, then they'll be like...
So I'll give you an example. Somebody like, let's take, maybe Eminem's not a good one, but let's say Eminem, right? Yeah. If he just randomly dropped, I guess Lose Yourself is a pretty ridiculous song, but if he just drops Lose Yourself, it's a great song regardless. And it might have done well, but would it have done as well if people didn't know that this is a white dude who came out of Detroit through the battle rap scene to feed his daughter? It's just giving people that context, why.
But if Lose Yourself, I personally think the song's corny. But
Lose Yourself is corny? Man.
But if Mom Spaghetti, I can't listen to it. I can't listen to it. But if Lose Yourself was a bad song though, no matter how great the story was, you would have been like, we don't want to
don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you can make bad music and have a great story and sell. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you need both. Yeah. You need a great story and you need great music. Mm-hmm. There's different ways to do it. Like somebody like 21 Savage, his way of telling his story isn't going to be as direct as somebody like, I don't know, Drake, right? And so 21's story is, talking about it's a knife. And like...
Okay, 21 does more than that. I just started listening to 21's music for
and that's the thing. He does a lot more than that. He has ways of telling his story through Instagram, through, I honestly don't know a whole lot about 21, but it's become really important, especially in the social media world. People want to know not just who's their artist when they're behind a microphone. They want to know who they are outside of that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That you need both. Great music, great story. Mm-hmm. That's what sells records.
Mm-hmm. Now, you want me to play La Nina? I've never heard the song before, so hey, we're gonna get to La Nina by Rotey. This is the song we have, the one song our radio station had. I feel like the radio station should also work closer with artists at the school.
I agree.
I
agree. Our radio, you listen and work with us.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, our radio, we can do this, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like my show was a step in that direction. But yeah, so we'll be back here with the Cyber Circle here on KSU Radio, Georgia's #1 online college radio station. In a minute, here's La Nina by Rotey.
I was hurt in the worst way, but when I heard her say my name, it's like I just forgot all the pain just faded away. Feels great, the days are brighter. I think I made us like her. Looks like you portrayed it in his bow and arrow for a sniper.